Alright, my hair is wet. I just got out of the shower. It's not wet that much, actually. It's kind of just damp and it's all over the place. Oh my god. Okay, y'all are gonna have to deal with me playing with my hair this entire video because it sucks. What's up, everyone? My name is Danny, and today we're reading more Wattpad. Why do I do this? Why? You know why, Danny? Because you need to pay for groceries, and you need to buy a house, and you need to have a successful future, so you need to have money to save, and this is content. And content equals money! Oh, why do I don't know why I do this. We haven't reached the smut yet, so it's not terrible. Okay, again, for y'all who don't know, oh my god, what is that? Okay, for y'all who don't know, people like to write Wattpad stories about me. My hair is gross. People like to write Wattpads about me, and a lot of it's smut. Wow. Last time I started reading a story. It is called The Love Darling Vampire Voltaire. It is a Dannyphantom.exe Wattpad by Ninix0908. Ninix, I'm so sorry. Also, Ninix, I hate you. Motherfucker. But last time I read up to chapter 2. So now I'm reading the next couple parts, and hopefully we'll reach the smut. I hate myself. Why? Why do I do this? Why? For content! You do this for content, Danny! Because you need to eat! My house! Okay, we're gonna fucking... Okay, Also, before we start, make sure you've gotten food, gotten some water. Make sure you like the video, subscribe. I don't know. If you've written something on Wattpad about me and you want me to read it, put it on the Dannyphantom.exe tag. Hopefully I'll get to it. I don't read a lot of fluff on the channel, just FYI. I read mostly smut. I feel bad when I make fun of fluff because it's actually really flattering and sweet. You know why I can make fun of smut? Because people sexualize me, and that's funny. Let's fucking move on to chapter 3 of Love Darling, Vampire Voltaire. How are you feeling? Terrible. That's how I'm feeling. All right, starting off with Voltaire's POV. Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh.
God save the queen. God save the queen. I think we're ready.
Jesus, my voice. Like, oh, hello there, and then I go to...
Hi there, darling.
So weird. It's strange. That's Gemini for you. Two-faced bitch! Alright, let's fucking read this. Voltaire's POV.
I'm confused.
Oh, it starts off with your name. You. Yeah, you. Voltaire! Oh, that's a terrible voice. You know what? I'm making you. Yeah, you. You're the story, your name. I'm making you more, just FYI. So here we go. Voltaire!
You groan and turn away from the voice.
If you don't get up now, I'll smack you with a pillow! Okay, I can't. King Julian, I love you, King Julian. La 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 la! Things I do for comedy. Voltaire!
You groan and turn away from the voice.
If you don't get up now, I'll smack you with a pillow.
One last groan and you finally get up to see who the voice belongs to. You had the audacity to wake me up and it's her. Do you see it? The creature standing over my bed, tempting to wake me up, trying to play with me. It's you.
Hello everybody, Editor Offbeat Outlaw here to warn you that our favorite boy, Dannyphantom.exe, is about to scream extremely loud and extremely close to his microphone. So if you'd prefer that your eardrums remain intact, I recommend you turn down your volume or remove your headphones in 3, 2, 1.
Why aren't you in the infirmary, you ask?
Giggle. Okay, let's keep going. What are you talking about? Why would I still be in the infirmary? I've been released for 2 weeks.
She says. Why didn't the furball let me know?
Fucking, where's the furball? Where's the furball? Shit, I started reading the wrong chapter. I'm dumb. That's fun. We're going back. This is chapter 3. Fuck, I did this wrong. I'm dumb. Okay, this chapter is called So How Are You Feeling? Fuck! Why? This is gonna be a thumbnail. Let me just flex real quick. Boom. So dumb. I'm so dumb. I'm sorry, Offbeat. Wait, no! No, I was right! I was right. This is the right chapter.
Why didn't the furball let me know?
Alright, Offbeat, just cut most of that.
Why didn't the furball let me know?
Are you alright?
She checks your forehead with her hand and you smack it away.
Voltaire, what's going on?
Something is not right, you whisper. How come are you fully healed? Some of that stuff should have lasted for more than a month.
Some of that stuff? Like what? Like she had bruises and cuts. I mean, yeah, but like she wasn't infected with like anything. They made a point of saying that. So like what the fuck? You don't remember what happened last time. You ran into the woods. You got scraped a bunch. And then I bought you at an auction. I don't like that. I really don't like how this is what the story. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't like buying people. It makes me feel weird. Have you seriously forgotten? Should I feel insulted or concerned?
You start to feel your anger rise. Forgotten what?
I died 2 weeks ago. What? Huh? I'm confused. What? You died? I'm sorry, I'm just really confused. Why are you dead? Like, why is... Huh? Okay. William couldn't save me. He didn't see the internal bleeding in my abdomen. William, god fucking damn it! The fucking cat doctor. William, you bastard! You didn't see the internal bleeding in the abdomen? What kind of doctor are you? A shit one, that's what. Shame on you, William. Shame on you. I'm calling you right now, actually. William, I'm calling you to tell you that you're a shit doctor.
What's up, little baby boy?
You're a shit doctor, apparently.
What'd I do?
According to Wattpad, you didn't catch someone's internal abdominal bleeding and they died.
Are you reading a fucking fanfic about me?
No, it's about, well, you're included in it, and it's about me, but you were a cat doctor.
A cat doctor?
A cat doctor.
Why was I a cat doctor?
I don't know, that's what they wrote you as.
Oh, fantastic. Who would have thought? I thought I was going to be an engineer. Guess not, I'm a cat doctor.
And I'm a vampire.
And, what the fuck?
And you work for my family. I'm your employer. Your soul belongs to me.
Fair enough, yeah, that seems about right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, I gotta get back to reading. I love you, baby boy. Mwah. You look over towards your clock too. Grammar is not your strong suit, Ninnings. Okay, this is what it's supposed to say. You look over towards your clock to see that it truly has been 2 weeks. What it actually writes is, you look over towards your clock to see that like it's spelled T-W-O. Two. God. What?
You look back at her to see her running away. Wait, darling, stop. Oh, saucy girl, don't you run away from me. Oh, you died. Why are you running? Don't run. Come back. Come!
I'm not funny.
You get out of bed and quickly run after her. Every time you catch up with her, she disappears and reappears somewhere else. Where are you going? She runs to the garden. You reluctantly follow her. The sun doesn't hurt, but it's exhausting to be outside.
Am I a sparkly vampire like in Twilight? I hope so. Natural bling effect. You hear that, Sebastian? I sparkle. I love you.
You follow her onto a small flower path. I hate flowers. Why is this here? She's gone. You follow the path and it leads you to a cherry blossom. In front of it is a coffin. Is this? You carefully walk up to it and open it.
I mean, how did I know she didn't die? Like, I feel like since I bought her for a lot of money, I feel like I would know. Like, listen, like, I don't like the fact that I bought her at an auction, but still, I take care and value my investments. My assets are important to me. It's just very out of character for me, you know, buying people at an auction and then not taking care of them. Why is the sun so bright? I need to turn down this. Wow, I'm not washed out completely anymore.
It was her, in an ethereal white dress. She was extremely pale and frail. She was holding a flower bouquet. Something was off, though. Her blood. It was still flowing. It still smelled intoxicatingly sweet. Bite her, bite her, bite her! You wake up breathing heavily.
Ah, it was all a dream. Well, that's fun. So Will's not a shit doctor. I need to tell him this. You're actually not a shit doctor. It was all a dream.
So I'm still unemployed.
No, you're employed still, but it didn't actually happen. You didn't actually let the patient die. At least I'm pretty sure you didn't. But it was all just a dream in my head.
Well, at least you're dreaming about me. That's enough. It's enough for...
I hung up with my lip.
You check your clock to see that it's only been a few hours since you've gone to bed. You let out a breath you subconsciously held. It's no use trying to get more sleep. So you get up and get dressed. You quickly leave your room and head straight to the infirmary. Once you enter the nose molesting room... What? Sorry, the description. Once you enter the nose molesting room. Why? Why that word? Once you enter the nose molesting room. No, just... This is the bad place. This is the darkest timeline. Once you enter the nose molesting room, your ears are instantly greeted with the beeping of machines. So, immediately as you enter the nose molesting room, your ears get assaulted. This doesn't make sense. You follow the sound to see her attached to multiple wires and a heart rate monitor. Her heartbeat is painfully slow. If it weren't for the monitor, you wouldn't be able to hear it. Ah, you're awake! You turn around to see William with a clipboard in his hands. Painfully so. Is she alright? That's the voice I'm doing for William. This is the voice I'm doing for William, by the way. Honestly, I'm surprised she is still alive. After I cleaned her, I could see her wounds better.
Crazy, right? Turning into John Mulaney. Crazy, right? That's not John Mulaney. What? I just washed my hands. That's why they're wet. I was sitting on the bench. I made a salad with cranberries.
You growl at the thought of him seeing her exposed.
Wow, defensive much? It's not like he's a doctor, and that's his job, and he's a cat. Oh, don't worry! She still has her underwear on, and I insistently put her in a hospital gown after I was done. Wow, you were doing your job. Thanks for the details.
I don't need to know this. I don't. Why am I so defensive over a girl I've just met? That's pretty in character for me, though.
This next fucking line, I'm sorry. There's so many better ways this next line could have been worded, but it's worded as this.
Was she hurt bad? Like, was she badly injured? Were her injuries severe? No.
Was she hurt bad? Yeah, you know, she got big bugged a couple times, so it's nothing too terrible. But who fucking knows? She wasn't hurt bad, was she? She was hurt. Was she hurt bad? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm a cat. Big bonk. That's a stream reference, too. Come check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/Dannyphantom.exe. Bad doesn't even cover it. Her legs were covered in cuts from what looked like broken glass. She had bite marks on her arms. It looks like it came from the wolves.
The bitter said werewolves found her. They must have dragged her by the arms.
She had multiple bruises all over her body, but it couldn't have been the wolves. Some of them looked like they were made... What? Some of them looked like they were made weeks or even days ago. She looked like a bag of Skittles. Taste the rainbow, am I right? Her back. The worst part. Cuts, scars, bruises, and a mild infection of a cut that wasn't treated properly. It was easy to treat. Okay, so last time they said no infection, but now they're saying infection. Ninnings, get your story straight.
Your stomach churned at the full list, but there was still something you needed to know. Any internal injuries? He looked at the clipboard.
She was very dehydrated and needed a lot of fluids. All her test results were dangerously low. Blood levels, low. Lost a lot of it. I psychoanalyzed her and I realized, low.
Did you check her abdomen?
The test said there was nothing wrong with the abdomen.
I said check everything.
Okay, I'll check the abdomen.
You leave the infirmary and head to the dining hall.
Son, you're up early. That's me, Mum.
Couldn't sleep properly. Your mother hums and you sit down at the table. The servants serve you breakfast and you start to eat.
So, has your female inermis been signed a role yet? If you don't remember, inermis means human, 'cause they're weak and pathetic. And I will kill them all and break them like the little twigs and rodents they are.
My father can't find out she's in the infirmary. He'd not only behead her, but he'd eat William and kill me.
Oh no! Don't kill me! William the cat doctor! Oh, woe is me! Don't eat me, please! William's my favorite character. Not because of his actual character in this story, but because of the voice I made for him.
She will be my personal maid. She's my property, so that seems fitting. Your mother looks at you confused.
Don't you already have a personal maid?
I drained her. She was trying to seduce me. Your father smirked menacingly.
And then I gotta do the fucking southern accent for this guy.
What was the problem with that? She was a beautiful young inermis. You could have had fun with her. That may have been the case when I was 20. But since I'm the age of 104, it seemed to be boring and shameful. I was raised to be a gentleman, not a rake.
Gentleman, my ass. What have you done that's gentlemanly? You don't know how to talk to women. You don't even know how to tie your own tie! This fucking guy. This fucking guy. I know, right? Calling himself a gentleman and throwing this poor girl in my infirmary, telling me to take care of her when he can't do it himself. Gentleman, my ass. Thank you, Cat Dr. William. I appreciate your opinion. You're welcome.
Your mother smiles proudly and your father snores. You put some ridiculous things in that head, Valentina. That boy should enjoy his endless life, not be bound helplessly to his soulmate. Your mother drips her.
Drips?
Your mother dips her head in sorrow and you are infuriated. Now I remember why I never got out of bed early enough for breakfast. Why does this man always have to belittle the soulmate system when he is sitting right next to his? Mother raised me just fine. Be happy that you don't have grandchildren from multiple daughters-in-laws. You get up and leave. Your father infuriates you every time you talk to him. How mother got mated with this barbaric man is confusing. All day you did your work. It was boring and you wanted to leave.
Wait, I have a job? What the hell is my job? What do I do? I'm a vampire. Am I like an accountant or something? Huh? I don't fucking know.
After your last meeting about the borders...
Borders? Whoa, am I like a fucking... Am I border patrol?
After your last meeting about the borders, you'd head back to the infirmary. She was still in the same spot as as before, but her abdomen is wrapped in bandages.
Are you some medical mind reader or something?
Pardon? William comes out in complete shock.
You were right! She had a class 2 hemorrhage in her abdomen. If I didn't perform surgery in the 30 minutes I had left, she would have been dead. How did you know? Damn, William, you are a shit doctor. I gotta call you again.
Epic G Fuel moment.
Turns out you're still a shit doctor. You didn't catch the hemorrhage in her abdomen, and she would have died if I hadn't told you.
Danny, I'm trying my best.
Obviously not.
School is online. I couldn't help it.
Do you want to hear the voice I gave you?
Sure.
Hello there! I am Cat Dr. William! I do surgeries! I'm a cat!
I'm a cat, Dr. William. I do surgery.
Exactly! I'm the trash man!
Apparently really bad at it. I don't know
You're
why-
terrible! Absolutely garbage!
I should not have listened to my father when he told me to go to med school.
You should have gotten a liberal arts degree like you wanted!
Pressure on my family got to my head.
And now look at you! You're a cat and you work for vampires!
Wait, am I a cat?
Well, you're a cat person.
Okay, that's epic, I guess. That's pretty epic. I can get behind that.
But you
Sure,
sound
why
like you
not?
sound like Danny DeVito from Brooklyn.
So you're making me sound, Danny.
Exactly! And you wave your arms around a lot like this.
Forgot to give me a list because of my tooth gap.
Will can say that he's got a tooth gap.
I can. I actually didn't have one.
Call it a hunch.
Well, that was one hell of a hunch! You should have joined me more often if this hunch keeps up!
When will she be awake?
Who fucking knows? I don't really know how strong the sedative is for humans. She might wake up tonight, she might wake up tomorrow. Honestly, I have no fucking clue. You just inject drugs into people that you don't know how it'll work. Wow, Will, you're a great doctor. Thank you, I am a trained medical professional. Again, Will is my favorite character now, just hands down. I wonder what Brandon's gonna be. What voice will I give Brandon? I guess we'll see.
You hum as a response. What else were you going to say? You sat down on the chair next to the bed and just waited for her to wake up. William went to bed at some point. You started to admire her soft features. Even with all the bruises, she looks ethereal.
Wow, I love staring at sleeping people. It's so fun, and I like to admire their soft features as they sleep, unaware of my presence. William's just like, I'm off to take a cat nap, 'cause I'm a cat. Woo!
You shake your head from your thoughts. You can't do this. If you start to like her, she will be a target. Not just from other vampires, but especially from your father. You sigh at the sudden confusion of feelings. If I have a sudden need to protect this girl, the last thing I can do is like her. She will be my maid when she's fully healed, and she will be treated like any other. Your thoughts were cut off by a loud heartbeat.
And that's the end of my POV. I just filmed for 30 minutes screaming like a fucking Danny DeVito. Alright, now it's your name's POV. I don't want to read this. Alright. I'm not reading your name's POV for that one. It's a flashback and it's bad. Alright, now we're moving on to the next chapter. This is what it's called, And Who Are You to Decide That? This is starting off with your name's POV. You. Yeah, you. You there. This is your POV. You, looking through the screen at this. At me. So, how are you feeling? The doctor with the cat ears asked. You cower more into Voltaire because you are scared that you don't know the answer. I don't know. The doctor smiles warm-heartedly and puts his clipboard down. He sits on the stool next to your bed. You try and move away from him, but Voltaire stops you and holds you tight.
It's all right. You just woke up after 2 days and from a nightmare, might I add. William here just wants to check up on you if you're all healed up. I am right here. Nothing bad will happen.
You slowly let go of Voltaire and let the cat boy check you. May I ask where all these bruises and cuts came from? Some on your legs, I understood that they came from walking barefoot in the forest. But others were deeper and older. You debate on whether to tell them or not.
When I ran away from home, my mother threw some glass bottles after me. They must have shattered and hit me. I know I felt something, but it wasn't pain. I thought it was the bushes.
William hums as he continues to check you out.
And you're back! You quickly look away and hopes to avoid that question. Was it also your parents? Or did you do this to your...
William, I think that's enough questions for now.
You look up to see a Voltaire glaring at William, who cowers straight after. Oh no! The vampire's gonna eat me if I ask more questions. I'm just a cat doctor who's really bad at his job. I injected this woman with sedatives that I didn't know if would put her to sleep for days or just kill her. I'm a doctor. I'm a licensed physician.
Everything hurts, but I don't mind. I'm used to it.
All I ever feel is pain. My life is dark, my soul is black.
That's not part of the story. I just needed to say that.
Both of them look at you, confused, and you shrink back again.
To answer your question from earlier.
Ah, yes! Well, this is understandable. You had a class 2 hemorrhage. That means you were bleeding internally. Why am I white again? I closed it. You should be fine now.
Can I leave?
Can she leave? Voltaire asks.
Sigh. I prefer her to stay here at least one more day. But I am concerned about your father finding out. Especially after the ruckus we just had. We're talking about the hemorrhage in her abdomen. You know, the hole in her gut.
William turns back to you.
If you promise to come here every night after you finish work so I can change the bandages, you can leave.
My voice is going to die. You nod and hold up your pinky. You see William visibly coo and intertwine his pinky with yours.
Cool! Who? You're a cute one! You did a good job buying this one, Voltaire! I hate that. William, you're weird.
And there it was, the reminder of who you are to these people. Their property. What will happen to me? Why are they so nice? Are they bad or just pretending?
Can you walk? You nod and get out of your bed. You carefully place your feet on the floor and start to put pressure on them. The pain is definitely there, but you don't want to be carried by Voltaire again, so you fake smile. Rule number 1, he says and picks you up and carries you out princess style. Never lie to me. I can see right through you, darling. You blush deeply as you nod. I need words, darling.
You are 100% sure that you look like a tomato right now.
Yes, sir.
You hear William laugh.
One more tip! Don't call him sir! Just call him by his name or something. Sir can get him quite dangerous. I would know. I sleep with him. I'm a cat.
And that last part wasn't included. It's just William and I are married. Obviously. Before you can answer, Voltaire turns and leaves. He carries you through the hall. The judgmental look from the other maids and staff don't go unnoticed. Before he enters a room, Voltaire turns back to the staff.
If any of you have anything to say, my ears are ready to listen.
He finishes the last words quite threateningly, and everyone cowered back to work. He hums and enters the room. He places you on the bed and leaves the room for a brief second, only to come back with clothes.
These are clothes I wear when we go to the human town. You can borrow them. Don't worry, they've been washed, so my scent won't overpower you. I will send a maid later to bring you proper clothes. Anything specific to your liking.
You look at him confused.
Human? Sense? Why he's being so nice?
You just shake your head.
Sigh. What did I say about words, darling? I know I can be quite cold, but I said it once, and I'll say it again. I won't hurt you, under any circumstances, and that is a promise.
He kneels in front of you so that he is at eye level with you, and he takes your hand in his.
Why?
You ask in a barely audible whisper.
Ooh, why do you not want to hurt me, scary vampire?
Again, I'm making fun of it, but this is completely reasonable.
Well, remember what my mother said before we left? We're nothing like humans. They call us monsters, but we have more common decency. I'm also quite different from other vampires. They changed with the time, yet I like to prefer some older traditions. For instance, we took care of our staff.
You try and follow everything he's saying, but it's difficult.
Staff? Question mark?
Yes, my darling. My father knows you exist, so you do have to work in this house. I have made you my personal maid. You will only have the head maid train you for 2 weeks, and then you could be left alone.
Now you're getting irritated.
Pulse, where am I? Why am I here? And who are you?
Your anger quickly disperses and turns into fear when you see his expression turn dark.
Rule number 2, darling. Don't shout. I absolutely despise loud noises.
His grip on your hand tightened and your heartbeat starts to speed up a little.
I'm sorry.
His expression quickly softens and so does his hold.
I apologize for my sudden outburst. I sometimes forget how harsh I may seem. Please don't cry.
What are you gonna do? You gonna cry? You gotta piss your pants? Fucking knew it. You take your hand from his and feel your cheek, where there are stray tears falling.
Stop apologizing. It's annoyingly cute. He cuts himself off.
Was he actually about to call me cute? But we just met and he bought me. Wow.
Voltaire gets up and turns to leave the room.
Get dressed and get some sleep. It's still quite early for us to be up. The house won't wake up for at least half a day.
You turn your head to look outside.
There is daylight outside.
He turns back to you, and before he closes the door, he mutters, "Exactly."
And with that, the door closes, and he left you.
How am I supposed to sleep? It's almost midday and I just woke up from a coma.
You look over and grab his clothes. You head to the bathroom and get changed. You disregard the medical clothes and start to wipe the dry blood and antiseptic from the areas you can reach. After you finish, you take one last look in the mirror.
Bruises and cuts everywhere. At least it hides the ugly truth.
You put on the clothes he gives you. Simple jumper and joggers. I don't really wear joggers. You almost pass out then and there.
I thought he said he washed it. Does he smell like that?
You don't know how to describe the scent that was coming off his clothes, but it definitely was powerful.
What does he do with these clothes to make themselves so strong like him?
You decide to shake your head from your creepy thoughts. I did not know that's where that was going, but okay. You take a final look in the mirror. His clothes make you look small. This smelled S-M-O-L, small. But it still doesn't hide everything. You cover the mirror with a towel and leave the bathroom.
What am I supposed to do now? Sleep is definitely not an option.
You look around the large room and so you say,
Gasp! Bookshelf!
you look through it and spot multiple story novels in another genre you don't recognize. You take the first one that catches your eye and you sit on the bed as you start to read it. You go through a couple of them when you look outside and it starts to get dark. You look over at the clock beside the bed. 22:53. The door suddenly bursts open and walks in a skinny boy with green eyes and black hair. Are you Miss Your Name? You nod and smile. He displays canines. Good! Here's your uniform. Get dressed quickly. We have enough to get through. He presses a maid outfit into your hands and shoos you to the bathroom.
Are these the clothes Voltaire was talking about? I really do have to work, but why so late?
You put it on and head back outside. It's a bit too big. He turns in his face. Is this Brandon?
Is this Brandon?
Brandon doesn't have green eyes. It's fine. It's only temporary. Either you or the outfit will be replaced, he said with a sadistic smile. He comes up to you, takes your hair, and pulls it into a tight bun. Now, let's go. You've already wasted enough of my time, and I'm sure you'll waste more. He turns and starts to leave. You quickly follow him. That's where we'll end today's video, because fucking I spent way too long talking about William and his voice. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to get some food and some water. If you guys want to write some Wattpads, you want me to read it, make sure you put the Dannyphantom.exe tag on it, and hopefully I'll get to it. Again, get some food, get some water. Make sure to take care of yourselves, please. Please like the video, subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. And I'll see you next time. Love you, darlings.